With the NFL draft now over and the second wave of free agency getting ready to begin, will the Buffalo Bills and Brandon Beane make some more moves during free agency? Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to another free agency edition of Believers Talk, where we talk about the 2019 free agency period, breaking down all of the Buffalo Bills free agent picks. And yes, we are talking again about free agency, as today will start really the second wave of free agents. Now, why today, you ask? That's because today, May 7th, will mark the beginning of when free agent picks do not count against compensatory picks, right? They will not count against you if you pick up a player in free agency after May 7th. So today, midnight tonight, you will see some of those big name players, and believe me, there are still some big names out there in free agency. You will see a lot of them come off the board. Can any of them come to the Buffalo Bills? A lot of you know that Ezekiel Ansah, for those of you who want to use proper names, it has been linked to the Buffalo Bills all free agency. He is still a free agent. Is he going to go to the Buffalo Bills, or will he go to Seattle or some other teams that he has been linked to? We may find out as soon as tomorrow. So you might see me back here again tomorrow, giving you another free agent breakdown of Believers Talk. But let's go over some of the free agents currently on the currently on the Buffalo Bills roster. Excuse me. There are 87 active players going into training camp. We are allowed to have up to 90 players. So currently 87. That means there's 3 spots still available. Will we just fill in and find some players maybe to fill in these spots, or will we look for elite talent? Currently, the Buffalo Bills, on their 51-man roster, salary cap space, according to Spot Track, they have $30 million left in salary cap space. That's after they estimated what the draft picks will be getting after the 2019 NFL draft. So about $30 million left as far as salary cap space. Let's go down the top 10 remaining free agents and who might be someone the Buffalo Bills are keeping an eye on. This top 10 list is from the top 100 list on NFL.com, looking at the top 10 still available. First on the list is going to be Ndamukong Suh, defensive tackle, previously of the LA Rams, previously of the Miami Dolphins, and then before that started his career with the Detroit Lions. 32 years old, but you know what? I've looked at his stats. He hasn't missed a game, or at least a start, since 2011. Has started in 142 games in his career. And again, he hasn't missed a start. Doesn't mean he hasn't missed a few finishes, right? He's been thrown out a few games in his career, but he's a veteran. He didn't get thrown out of any games last year. Really not too much trouble sitting there next to Aaron Donald. Is this someone that we'd be interested in picking up? Again, you look at the defensive tackle position. We did just address that with Oliver, of course, but could we use a savvy veteran in there to show the young man how to get it done on the inside? Maybe show him some things he doesn't know about the NFL. In 2018, Ndamukong Suh again made all 16 starts, 4 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, 4.5 sacks, and 59 tackles. Not bad production, again, for someone 32 years of age. In 142 starts in his career, he has 1 interception, 32 pass deflections, 4 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries, 481 tackles, and 56 sacks overall. This guy knows how to get around the ball. A pretty good career for Ndamukong Suh. Again, probably would be a lot better if he could stay out of trouble, but not that bad. Number 2 on the list is edge rusher Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah. He'll be 30 on May 29th, so his birthday's just around the corner. Let's give him a great birthday present and welcome him to Bills Mafia. That would be awesome if we could do that. Previously of the Lions in 2018, he started 2 games, played in 6. He had 4 sacks, 11 tackles, 7 QB hits. Ziggy Ansah, unlike Ndamukong Suh, sometimes has a little trouble staying healthy. He's been a little banged up year in, year out. 2018 and 2016, both years, he missed most games due to injury. In his career, he has played in 80 games, started in 73, 48 sacks, 218 tackles. So when on the field, he can be very productive. But is that something the Buffalo Bills, is that something Coach McDermott, is that something Brandon Beane want to take a chance on him staying healthy to produce at the edge spot? Again, We do know that Jerry Hughes and Shaq Lawson are on a contract year, both of them. We did not go after Shaq Lawson's fifth-year option, so we know that he's on a contract year. Maybe we pick up an edge rusher who can take over once they are gone. Then you look at the third guy, and this would be an interesting one if we did it. I don't think we're going to do it, but Maurice Claiborne, cornerback, previously of the Dallas Cowboys and New York Jets, 7 years in the NFL, 29 years of age. In 2018, he played in 15 games. He started in all those 15 games, 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, 14 pass deflections, 57 tackles, not that bad. And then his career, you talk about 77 games, 73 of those starts. In those games, 7 interceptions, that 1 solo touchdown, 49 pass deflections, guys. That's pretty good. 4 fumble recoveries and 251 tackles. You always like to see a cornerback that knows how to tackle. We have one of those, or maybe hopefully more than one, in Tre'Davious White. We want to see our cornerbacks be able to make some tackles around the spot. You can't always stop an offense from catching the ball, but if you can stop them from yards after the catch, that always helps a defense out. So will we add Maurice Claiborne to the #1 pass defense in the NFL last season? Then we have outside linebacker Jamie Collins. Again, this would be an interesting one. I don't think we're going to pull the trigger here, but it would be an interesting pickup. 29 years of age, previously of the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Played 6 seasons in the NFL. 2018, you're talking about 16 starts, 1 interception, 4 pass deflections, 4 sacks, 104 tackles, and 13 of those were tackles for losses. 104 tackles, that's the second most in his career. This guy knows how to be around the ball. He's gritty. We like that. He's a little tough, got a little mean to him. We like that as well. In his career, 80 games, 71 starts, 7 interceptions, 23 pass deflections, 13 forced fumbles. 13 forced fumbles. Let's say that again. 5 fumble recoveries, 17.5 sacks, and 530 tackles. So I know linebacker might not be a position of need for the Buffalo Bills, but look at Jamie Collins to maybe make an impact wherever he goes at 29 years of age. Next, we have another very interesting prospect here, running back Jay Ajayi. Now, in a previous episode, I did talk about that. When running back room getting a little crowded, right? Getting a little crowded. But imagine adding Jay Ajayi to the mix. That would lead to a little bit of confusion. What if we got rid of McCoy, add Jay Ajayi, and then we have Devin Singletary, Jay Ajayi, Frank Gore? Wouldn't be that bad of a tandem, right? Or a threesome, I should say, over there in Buffalo. However, Jay Ajayi, kind of like with Ezekiel Ansah, some issues staying healthy, right? He tore his ACL last season, only played in 3 games last season, so we know, or I'm sorry, in 4 games last season. We know health is a concern with him. In his career, has 23 starts, 42 games, 2,516 yards, 4.5 yards per carry, 13 touchdowns, 63 receptions, 419 yards, and a touchdown. Again, the question concerning Jay Ajayi is not production, but it's just the fact that he's not on the field enough, right? Just those injuries keep mounting up, and as so many people say, the best ability is availability. Well, he's not always available, so you wonder if someone's going to take a chance on Jay Ajayi. Next is defensive tackle Corey Liuget, 29 years of age, previously of the San Diego/LA Chargers, played 8 NFL seasons. In 2018, he played in 6 games, 3 starts, 1.5 sacks, 14 tackles. In his career, 23 starts, 42 games. 108 games, 103 starts, 20 pass deflections, 6 fumble recoveries, 24 sacks, 275 tackles. So would you want Corey Liuget? Again, maybe if we go after Ndamukong Suh, don't get him. Corey Liuget would not be a bad signing either for the defensive tackle position. Again, someone to maybe help out, be depth with Oliver there, and then Star Lotulelei both right there. Maybe add some depth to that rotation. We'll see what happens. Next, we have a couple of wide receivers on this list. Again, I don't see us going wide receivers in free agency. I'm pretty sure we're set at wide receiver, especially one of these guys, considering he used to be a Buffalo Bill. First, we're going to talk about Michael Crabtree, 31 years of age, previously of San Fran, Oakland, and then last year with the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Crabtree is a veteran's veteran. You know, he's been around the NFL, so that would be why you would consider picking him up in a wide receiver room that's other than the guys we already picked up. You know, some young guys on there, maybe for that experience factor. But when you talk about Cole Beasley, when you talk about Brown on the other side, that's some experience right there. So I don't think we'd be looking at Michael Crabtree. But in 2018, 16 starts, 54 receptions, 607 yards, 3 touchdowns. His career, 141 games, 138 starts, 633 receptions, 7,477 yards, 54 touchdowns. Again, I don't see us getting wide receiver here. I see Michael Crabtree still being serviceable wherever he goes, but at the same time, he's more of a slot guy now, right? At his age, his speed has kind of diminished, so he's more of a slot guy. Well, what do we have enough of? It's slot guys. So even though I like Michael Crabtree, I think he's going to do well no matter where he goes. I don't see that being with the Buffalo Bills. And then next on this list is a name we don't want to even hear and we don't even want to talk about, and that's wide receiver Kelvin Benjamin. Previously the Carolina Panthers, Buffalo Bills, and most recently the Kansas City Chiefs. Kelvin Benjamin in 2018 had 25 receptions, 380 yards, 1 touchdown. In his career, 209 receptions, 3,021 yards, 20 touchdowns. However, 18 of those 20 touchdowns came in Carolina when he was playing his first 2 years. Remember, his first season played really well. Second season tore his ACL before the season even started. Didn't play. That second season he did all right, but not like his rookie year. Hasn't been able to get back to that rookie year form that everyone was interested in. But we'll see if someone signs him, takes that chance, and maybe he can be a good 3-4. Who knows? But Kelvin Benjamin on this list. 9 is, again, another interesting prospect to pick up. Defensive lineman Muhammad Wilkerson, 29 years of age, previously of the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers most recently. He's played 8 seasons in the NFL. In 2018, he only played in 3 games, again, due to injury. Had 5 tackles in those 3 games. In his career, he's played in 108 games. 104 of those are starts. 2 interceptions, 29 pass deflections, 44.5 sacks, 410 tackles. Again, might be a great depth player, someone to sit behind Ed Oliver, come in every so often, teach the young man the ins and outs of the NFL. Muhammad Wilkerson, a decent idea here. I think I would like Muhammad Wilkerson a little bit more than Ndamukong Suh, even though we can get more from Ndamukong Suh. I feel like what we're looking for on the defensive line now is more depth signings, especially at that defensive tackle position, right? We're going to have Ed Oliver be our starter. We need a depth guy. Muhammad Wilkerson might fill that role a little bit better than Ndamukong Suh. I think Ndamukong Suh probably wants to start wherever he goes, and might be asking for a little bit more money too. So I think Muhammad Wilkerson might be the way to go. Also, Corey Liuget, maybe him as well. It wouldn't be a bad play at defensive tackle. And then 10th on this list is safety Eric Berry, all 9 seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs. 30 years of age. Last 2 seasons has been really plagued with injuries. Only playing 3 games in the last 2 seasons. But you're talking about a guy who, in his career, 89 games, 81 starts, 14 interceptions, 5 touchdowns, 51 pass deflections, 448 tackles. So that is the top 10 as far as the NFL has it, with free agents still available. That list is from NFLs.com. Original 101 top free agents. I just looked at the ones who are still available, and those are my top, or their top 10 as far as that's concerned. It's a good list, guys. There are still a lot of good free agents out there. Tell me what you think of this list. Any of those names ring to you and say, yes, the Buffalo Bills should pick them up? I know, again, a lot of us interested in Ezekiel Ansah, but is there any other names, Muhammad Wilkerson, Jay Ajayi, any other names that jump out at you and you say, yes, maybe the Bills should pick that guy up? Or tell me I'm crazy and say, hey, I think we have the guys we need. Maybe just get some fillers for those last 3 spots. Again, remember, the Buffalo Bills, 87 players currently on the roster. You're allowed to carry 90 into camp. So still 3 spots open. Who's going to take them? Again, thank you for joining my Believers Talk. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we constantly talk about Buffalo Bills news and Buffalo sports. So hit that subscribe button, like this video, and again, leave a comment. I'll happily get back to you. Who do you think the Buffalo Bills should pick up in free agency as free agent numbers 21, 22, and 23? Again, it's been a crazy free agency period, very busy, and I look forward to that 2019 season. I'll have you covered right here on Believers.